All right, all right, all right. Welcome in. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure that y'all share the live. We got something interesting for you. Top tier. We want to see what everybody consider their top tier for themselves. So make sure you tune in. You can comment, call in. We're gonna have the number up after our first break. Make sure that you tune in next Friday. Next Friday, we will bring in a Thanksgiving special with grown men talking and also some of the ladies will be entwining in the conversation. The perfection of an hourglass. You want to know what that's about? Tune in live. Saturday, we will not be having a show for a celebration and go ahead and getting that cooking done. So make sure you set those notifications. And to start off the show, we're going to go ahead and bring in our assistant host, Miss Tanee.
Hey everybody.
Our co-host, Keisha.
Hello, everybody. How you doing?
Also, nothing sweeter than some honey.
Hello.
And also our newest member to the queens on this panel, Miss Nura.
Hi. How y'all doing?
All right, all right, all right. Now, y'all know the topic, qualifications for the top tier. Now, I'm gonna go with Denise first. You know, coming up as a little girl, we sit up here and we always dream about, what our life would be and who we would be with. Well, can you remember being a young girl and thinking what your ideal man was?
Oh, yeah, I can. Absolutely. What I thought was wanted Charming, someone who would be able to take care of the household. I stay home and take care of the kids, keep the house clean, and get my kids food together, my husband food together. Just take care of my family. I want a man that would be in charge.
Yes. Okay, Miss Honey.
Well, my ideal man is someone that's going to be loyal, be able to communicate, because communication and understanding is everything. We work together, loving, caring, God fearing. I can go on and on, you guys. But yes, loyal man.
Loyal, loyal. I love it. I love it. And Miss Keisha.
Well, I'm going to say someone that, you want the white picket fence thing. You want the house, you want the kids, you want the husband, you want the finances, you want the status. Someone that's going to be loyal, someone that's going to be in my corner regardless, somebody that's willing to get in the ring and fight with me and for me, um, and just be the leader, be the king of the house. I'll be the queen.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, love it. And I can't wait to hear what Miss Nora got to say.
I like a strong man, strong mind, strong arms, chest, all that, the physical qualities. But um, I also like a man who is gentle with me, strong with everything, everybody, everything. But when he's with me, gentle like a big teddy bear, and also very protective. And of course, everything the other lady said, communicator, intelligent. But it's important to me that he's protective of me.
Yes. I like that protector, protector.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
our perspectives change from when we're little girls and have that little princess dream. And, as when we get older, it's like
It's
our
different.
perspectives change, our focus change. So from a little girl to now, how has it changed? And is it still some things that's still the same as when you dream as a little girl? And I'm gonna ask Miss Nora first.
It's changed a lot because before I wanted someone like my daddy. That's it. He had to be like daddy. But as I've grown older and learned, my daddy wasn't perfect. He had his faults. So I learned to be more specific with my prayers for who I want in my life.
Yes. they always say, be careful what you're asking for. You never know what you're gonna get. Hey, Miss Keisha, how has it changed since as a little girl to now that you're a grown woman?
Um, I had some losses. I didn't get the White House. I got the kids. Um, I fence. Um, so just the outlook now that you're bigger and you understand more, um, so you kind of understand how things work. So yeah, I didn't get my knight in shining armor yet, but I do believe that he's coming. So
Hey, I'm
I,
a stand in
I
faith
ain't
and
gonna
believe in
count it
that for
out.
you too. What was that last part?
I said I'm not gonna count him out. He on his way. He close.
I know that's right. I know that's right. And Miss Honey, how has yours changed from when you was younger to now being a fully grown woman?
Well, when I was young, I wanted a light skinned tall guy, man. But now that I'm old, I want them intelligent. I want them able to show them passion. Uh,
Okay, hold on just a second because we cannot hear you. I don't know what is interference. Interference. Could everyone is mute their mic except for Honey?
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, Miss Honey.
I say when I was younger, I wanted someone light skinned and tall. Now it changed to I want somebody intelligent. Like the ladies say, I want them to be strong. I want them to be able to handle tough situations. I want them to be able to communicate. And I like them dark. Now, darker the better, the sweeter the.
Mm, I'm telling you, I was the same. Like right now, give me something, some dark chocolate, special dark. So, Denise, what was the difference when you speak about when you was a little girl to now you've been through life, things have changed in your eyes. So now you're a fully grown woman. So what is the difference now in saying what you would consider as a preference for you in a man?
Okay, so so now preference in a man, he definitely got to be 100% God fearing. He's got to put God first. God
Mhm.
has to be first because I will not follow you unless you. I will not
Absolutely.
follow you. I will not be able to let you take the lead if you cannot follow what the Lord had said to do. Follow me. And if you can't follow him, I cannot follow no fool. Uh, that's just that. I want a man who be able to provide. I'll still provide some things myself, of course, because I'm back. I'm past the age of childbearing. That's never going to happen again. But but as far as I would love a man who would take charge. Yes, God fearing, put God first beyond me and himself. Love me like he loved Christ. Because I cannot be with someone that cannot take care of himself, me, nor even do anything. And because most men who don't follow Christ tend to be a little narrow-minded, a little bit on a dictatorship, and I can't deal with that. I want a man that can love me like Nora said, love me like he's got to be something I can hold on to and cuddle with at night. He's just sweet with me. I can just hold on to him and tell him anything, and he can tell me anything, and he won't put no one before me. Otherwise, if I say, honey, I know you got that, go out with your boys, but I really need you tonight. I need that because I have to cry tonight. And he'd be able to say, my baby needs me. No.
Yeah.
That's pretty much
Yeah,
that.
I can say, as for myself, when I was younger, I started off late, and I guess because I was a big mama's baby, so it was like, when I started getting attracted to men was when I was 17, my late 17s.
Hmm.
So, but I still didn't want to date them. I didn't start dating till I was 18, but my look on guys then was, like Honey, the light skin at first, and
Mhm.
one that had that, because like some of us, we was raised in a certain surrounding, so it's like I was attracted to that roughness. So if you didn't have that roughness, you didn't have a time of day with me, kind of me. Now, as a grown woman, you know, intellect means a lot to me. You know, being able to listen, being able to understand, and if you don't understand, ask the question so that you want to
Mhm.
understand. Like one of the ladies said, loyalty. I'm big about loyalty. That's with man or woman. So, also, I like them tall.
I'm with you.
And I like chocolate, like dark, dark, dark chocolate.
I prefer
But
anything darker than
when it
me.
come down to looks is not really important to me because I'm done having kids, so I ain't got to pray over them no more. No more. But it's your approach to me, because when you approach me in a immature way or unattractive way, especially with a game line, you really lost me right there. I'm gonna be like, bruh, bye. you know. So it's a lot that I take in, but I like to somebody to not always say yes, but to say no sometimes. Like, but no, you
Mhm.
cannot have your way today. You know,
Mm-mm.
maybe it's another Scorpio. I don't know. So as ladies, we put ourselves on a high standard. Some of us, because I know some might have, not saying here on the panel, there's some women out there that do have low self esteem,
Yeah.
but we consider ourselves being top tier. I'm gonna say I'm top tier with some discrepancies. So, so my thing is what would you say would consider you as a top tier? And we're gonna go to Denise first.
Well, I'm not a top tier unless you're talking with Christ. If you're talking at Christ level, yeah, I'm a top tier. I'm top tier because I love Christ first. But as far as a regular woman, I'm just a woman. I don't want to put no titles like that on myself. Talking about top tier, I want to just be me. Love me for me. Don't love me for what I can give to you. Love me for me. And I don't want to put no title on me saying I'm top tier. But if you want to go with top tier, yeah, I'm a top tier with Christ. There you go. We're gonna go right there.
And Miss Honey.
I agree with her about putting the labels on it because I'm just Honey. I'm just Tasha, and if you can't love me for who I am, then hey, go find you somebody who can. But yeah, I'm just me. I'm just me. I don't like to put labels on anything because I can accept people for who they are, and I want you to accept me for who I am.
Hmm.
And Miss Keisha.
Well, I'm gonna say I'm just me right now. I'm living in my truth, living in my peace. Labels will kind of get you in trouble because I know a lot of females would label themselves top tier and they,
Mm-mm.
you not.
Mm-mm.
But I think come to grips with loving yourself,
Hmm.
loving your flaws, your imperfections, because those are the things that you're going to work on building up. I'm not really interested. Um, if a man sees me as top tier, because the man that is for me is going to see me through the eyes that he needs to see me. So I'm not really concerned about building to a top tier. As long as I'm bringing what I'm bringing and the right person comes, then I'm going to be fine. And I'm going to know when he's the right person. So
Mm-hmm.
my answer, and I'm sticking to
And
it.
Miss Nura.
Amen.
Yeah, I said that.
You muted.
Well, she said something funny.
I said, well, I'm top tier.
Thank you.
Go
I'm
girl.
top
And said, and then I'm gonna say before Nora get to
but no,
speaking, I'm gonna say, like, when you say in top tier, it's not about a title, it's
Mm-hmm.
about your value. And when I say that I see myself as top tier, even though I got discrepancy, is because when I learned how to love myself, trust me,
Mm-hmm.
to me, I am a valuable person. No
Absolutely.
matter what, all our women on this panel believe in God. We all know that. But
Yeah.
when it comes in a walk that, especially to the path that I have came and how I have stood, yes, I'm a very valuable person. And I'm gonna tell you, when you get me, you got a jewel. And that's just the
Absolutely.
Ding, ding,
bottom line.
ding, ding.
So it's not about titles, it's about value.
You see them diamonds falling back
Right.
there?
Now, Miss Nura,
Yes, ma'am. Well, I don't usually say I'm top tier, but I am amazing. And I would like to have an amazing man. I want a man like me who
tell
is
that girl.
kind and
Yes.
compassionate and passionate.
Yes.
I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual. I have a fear of God that's it's everything. God is my everything, but
Yes.
I'm not. I don't call myself a Christian, but I do follow God. It he got to be that man, that guy that understands me.
That
He got to
man,
get
that one
me,
right.
and I get him. Someone who is amazing, and not so far as what he has or what he looks like, but my soul and my energy meets his, and we just it's just click like that. Our chemistry is just on one, and so it's not a whole lot. Like you ain't got to be a person that is step out of a magazine or anything like that. But if you can engage my mind, and I know you are wise with a fear of God, you might be on to something.
Yes, yes.
There you go.
Love it, love it. Like I said, just like with me, no matter what, I have a strong love for my father. I know who my father is. I believe in my father. But my thing is, when a man step up to me, my one question is, do you believe in him? Because if you don't believe in him and you don't love him and you don't serve him, you cannot be in my life.
Mm-mm.
So
That's
it's,
right.
the bottom line is either you're for Christ or either you're not for me.
There you go.
We'll be
Amen.
back after this with the
That'll
queens.
Do it too.
Modern day women just don't qualify for the top tier men, and that is the truth.
Do you believe you're a top tier man? By what standard?
I'm 6'4", only about what? 8% of the entire world is 6'4". I make well over 100K a year. And I'm black at that if you add that on. I'm not gonna toot my own horn, but I'll let you do the math.
Words that are coming out of the mouth of someone like you, I would never consider top tier. A top tier man is also a man that is extremely desirable by way of his character. A top tier man is a man who displays a certain level of intellect that allows him to consider other people. A top tier man, they lead with love, not with dictatorship, right? They don't want to control their woman. They want to gently lead their woman. A top tier man creates space for a woman to feel good about herself. A top tier man supports the dreams and the ideas of a woman. A top tier man prioritizes a woman. A top tier man is in leadership and working as hard as he is to give the woman the life of her dream.
That was just womanese talk.
Womanese is also 6'4", black, attractive. I don't know too many women in my circle who desire a 6'4" man still wearing braids.
Yes, yes, yes. I want to thank everyone over there at both pages of Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, and also Instagram for tuning in. Please share the live. If you're enjoying the show, hey, go ahead and subscribe. No matter what, we're going to love you. Now, also, remember, next Saturday, we will not have the Unspoken Heart Discussion Hour so that we can celebrate with our families for Thanksgiving week. But we will be here Friday. Some of the women will be coming on with Mr. Dwight and Other Grown Men Talking Incorporated as they talk about the perfection of an hourglass. Trust me, you don't want to miss this because when me and him talked, ooh, that's a season you'll never forget. I gotta find out what that twinkling is.
Oh, that was me.
Now, I'm gonna go to Nura. Nura, before I ask any of y'all what y'all about that video there. A man with the arrogance of this. What is your feeling about him himself?
I give him space to love himself, and I keep moving. He is not for me. Been there, done that. I'm glad you love yourself like that. You don't need me to do it because you doing a fantastic job. I agree with the ladies. I wouldn't give as many details, but she's on point. Uh, if my man is reminding me that he values my time and who I am in his life, he he's the one. Not because I don't go around talking about what I have and what
Mhm.
I've gotten in my life, what I've attained, how much money, what job. That's not important. Like the lady said in the video, it's your character. Do you have integrity? When no one's looking, how are you treating other people? You know, who are you in the dark?
Yes, yes, yes. And Miss Denise, after seeing that video and hearing the words out of that guy's mouth, what is your feeling about what he said? And then what did you feel about what she came back at him with?
Well, I'm gonna start with the arrogance for me. It was the arrogance for me. Because he feel that his height gives him something, his money gives him something, because all he talked about was himself, not what he could give to a woman. What kind of support can he do for a woman? It was kind of like pathetic for me. As somebody who, as soon as he opened his mouth with his braids and all, I would just walk off because I couldn't deal with it. Now, what the young lady said, she was almost 100% on point. I'm not gonna say she was perfect, but she was dang near close because
Yeah.
a man sometimes, yeah, he has to give a gentle nudge of leadership, but sometimes we can be some little stubborn creatures.
Say that again.
He got to put a arm in there. Come on, woman.
Yes,
We can
yes.
be a little hard headed, and sometimes we need a strong man to show us where we're messing up and not necessarily choke the life out of us, but literally give us a little nudge to move us in the right direction. Now, as when he went that insult with the woman needs, that was a total insult. That shows that he had no respect for any woman. He only respected himself. He's probably one of them dudes. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. He's probably one of them dudes that value his homeboys over his woman.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm gonna put it out there.
It's a lot of
Something to think about. Something to think about. Yes. Now, Miss Honey.
well, I'm with the ladies. He was a little arrogant there, and then he was a little materialistic. A woman, well, a real woman, I'm gonna say, a real woman is not materialistic. She's more on the values of respect, loyalty. But he more stuck on himself. I agree with Denise. He more value his brother homeboys than his ladies.
Yes, yes. And Keisha, you there?
Yes.
Okay, Miss Keisha, after seeing that video, what is your perception of it, and what did you think about? I mean, we're gonna say two separate people because it was two different opinions about it. What are your thoughts about what he said and what she said?
I really didn't hear what he said too much, but I'm just going to make a general statement based on what I've been hearing from um, the panel. Is this guy, whoever he is on himself, and I find that in the younger age group and in the older age group, they tend to be more. I'm just going to call it self-centered.
Mm, mm.
And
Those are
arrogant.
the men. To me, they just need to date themselves
Mm.
Yep.
because you bring toxicity into relationships, and then they have us thinking what we doing wrong.
Yep.
Yes.
So that's what
And
I'm gonna
Miss
say on that.
Okay, Miss Nura.
Yes, ma'am.
So what would
Um,
what's your thoughts on that?
yeah, I agree with the other ladies. I've dated men like that, and if you're not careful, you get sucked into everything he's saying and everything he believes, and then you start wondering what's wrong with me
Mm,
when there's nothing wrong with you and you've been proved, but he won't acknowledge that you become a better person and you moving towards your goals and your dreams and you doing the doggone thing, but he's still in high school
mm.
Mm,
and serious bromanship with all the
mm.
guys he hang out with on the weekend. Yeah, I said it.
She's like, yeah, I said it.
And I approve that message.
Yes, thank you. Yes, we do. Yeah, because I mean, to me, what he laid out on the table is that all that you had think. That's all that you think about yourself. He not
That,
once
Yeah.
says that he's intelligent.
mm-hmm,
The things that he spoke on was materialistic,
mm-hmm. But
and
Spicy, the how many men do you think out there think that women that's all women want?
mm, yeah. See, and that's the thing. Do
Eight.
they truly know what a woman wants? Because when you come with that type of answer that he gave, to me, you don't know nothing about being with a woman, a real woman.
A real woman.
So when you come with that type of talk, I'm gonna shut you down like she did, and I'm gonna throw in the braids. Yes, I am. I'm gonna throw in your tacky braids.
As a grown man, I mean,
I do think it's sexy when men wear braids, but
But you know, a lot of times when guys are toxic like that, they're going off of the relationship they have established with the females in their family, their mom
mm,
and their sisters and their cousins, and maybe they had toxic relationships with women and they never got it right, so they still stuck on stupid. And now they're older and they think that we're all the same. You know, they don't have an open mind about
nope, you're right.
exactly, and that's where some men and women. I'll correct it when if we having a discussion. I'll correct it. I'll be like, no, it's not all because I'm my own person. So each woman accountable for their own character. You know,
Mm-hmm.
but you have those out there that will say all men, all women.
it.
No, because
Yes.
last time I checked, I wasn't with you. I ain't never laid with you. So you can't be
Right.
talking about me.
All right.
Yeah. And
You know?
another thing I noticed with some guys, not all guys, but a lot of guys with his mindset, they they think it's a big deal that they're doing man stuff. You're supposed to have your own stuff. You're supposed to have a good job. You're supposed to work hard for a living. You're supposed to get somewhere in life. So the fact that you have these things, that's just saying you're a mature man. Congratulations. You did the doggone thing. But you're nothing more special than the next guy.
Mm-hmm. True. And the sad part is that they're kind of like a double standard situation with them. It's put this way: if a woman have education, that's great. But if a woman has a great job, that's fine. But you got these men just like him that will talk about a woman like myself that have a regular job, they make regular pay and pay her bills and stuff and said that, oh no, you're not at my level. But as soon as they get a woman at their level or just as even better than them, they quit to cheat on them and call them what do they call them? They think too highly of themselves and they need to bring themselves down
Yes,
level. They
yes,
quit to tell them to
yes,
quit their jobs and so
yes.
they can stay home and they don't want that woman.
So and Lisa, I ain't gonna say in your opinion, but do you feel sometime when a man is full of himself like that he can be easily intimidated by a woman with that much success?
Of
Yeah,
course.
yeah, yeah.
He say,
Yes. I I,
Mhm.
I think he'll be intimidated. I think he'll be very much so threatened because there's a lot of women out here is very independent. They don't need his money.
Yeah.
yeah, and see that's why I say if she come with you with her whole heart, not asking you for nothing, that should tell you something.
No,
Because
that's not
my
how they
thing
feel.
is that I don't want to be. I want to be like they say, the helpmate. You got this, but then when you kind of fall or stumble, I can come behind you. But then when you full of yourself to where you feel like, no, I'm up here, you're down here, then there's a problem. How we supposed to communicate, or even try to work anything else when you continue to make it seem like I'm beneath you. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that go for some women too. They go out here, they belittle men, they talk down on them, they call them worthless, because circumstances does help. Yes, you got your lazy man out there, you do. But then you got these men that have always worked hard, has always provided, but then life happened. And then as soon as the finances go down and he can't do the things that he used to do, you ready to jet to the next man.
Oh, I've seen that. Ooh. And
And
then
so you think
then,
yourself is up there? No, you're not up there. I
then
look
they
down on you now.
then those same men that get done like that, the next woman they get with, not all the time, but sometimes they treat the good woman that they actually get with badly.
Mm.
They do. They don't know how to.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know how to accept real love, real genuine love. You know what I'm saying? Passion, the love, the communication, all of that. They don't know how
Mm-hmm.
because they're not used to it.
Nope, they're
Mm.
not used to it.
So
They're
I'm
not.
gonna go to Keisha first with this question here, because let's say that you have what you do. You have a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in raising our daughter, we try to raise them in the right path and right direction, upholding themselves a certain way. If your daughter comes to you and says, "Mom, this guy is saying that I'm not a top tier. I'm not on his level." What would be your response to her, and what could you tell her to do?
Well, first I'm gonna tell her to let him go because he's gonna put you down, make you feel inferior, mistreat you. She has kids, so mistreat her kids, and he's always gonna see her as unworthy. And I'm
Exactly.
gonna let her know that you are worthy. And there are plenty of men that will find you top tier on their level, and they can give you the love that you need, the protection, the comfort, the all those things, the best friend, all those things. So yes, get out of that because you're
Mm-hmm.
not even you don't even know your own worth if you stay in something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, your own worth. That's the key word.
Yes.
Knowing your worth. Now, Miss Honey, I know you have only one child. You have a daughter, beautiful daughter. What would you have? Because I mean, y'all have had many close one-on-one mother-daughter talks and conversation. From what I've seen. So let's say that she come to you one day and she said, "Mom, I don't feel like I'm at that level. And the way this person is responding to me is not in words, but it kind of make me feel like I'm beneath them." What would you tell her in advising her in the right way?
First of all, I'm gonna tell her, do you know who you are? Do you know your worth? You never let no one tell you who you are and your worth. Because you already know your worth. You know what you're capable of and not. Can't nobody tell you who you are. And second of all, I'm gonna tell her, get away from that person because they got issues. They need help. You don't.
Exactly.
Hey, issue not yours.
Yes. And Denise, you have sons. Let's flip this to the sons. Now, you have a son that is very loving, very understanding, always had how you can say, never had low self-esteem. But then he gets with a woman and she feels like she's too good for him. And he comes to you and say, "Mom, I love her, but the thing about it is that this woman makes me feel like I'm really not worthy." What is your conversation with him?
Damn, you don't leave that heifer alone. No, okay. But no. On the real, it's crazy that you said that because I have one daughter and I have four sons and my beautiful stepson too. And I have talked. I'm not going to mention which child it was or is, but he's dealing with a similar type of relationship with the girls pretending to have mood swings. I said, you need to swing yourself up out of that relationship. But you need to only in her 30s and she acting like she got all these mood swings. I know, no, baby. She's playing you. She's trying to control you. She's narcissistic.
Yeah, that's manipulation.
Yeah, it is. And I told him, he said, well, when I was going to move into a place, I know I tested her behavior. Now, this is I'll give you this, but he's my twin, so he has my attitude. So, so he flat out tested her like I would. And he said, no, she is not the one I was moving with.
Cool. Love it.
Okay, don't do it. It's just a headache ready to happen and keep on happening.
Now, Miss Nora, do you have any sons?
4.
Okay, so let's flip
Welcome
this
to the club, girl.
Yeah, we did the two girls.
Oh, you gonna make me tell the business. Okay, go ahead.
Now, your son sits up here, and you know, as mothers, we keep our children above here because we feel like they are the most precious ones. But
it's so supposed to be.
Yes. But you know, he comes to you and he say, Mom, do you see me as a top tier? Because the women I come in contact with, it don't appear that they see me like I'm worth anything for their level.
Mm-hmm. You're asking how I would respond to that. First of all, I would say you better remember who the heck you are. Boy, you are Harry. You know? Man. Oh, I can't tell y'all what I really say, but yeah, I'm real protective of my young men, but I would definitely give him the talk and let him and remind him who he is. And yeah.
Y'all, she trying to hold it in.
It's hard because
yeah, it is hard because when you talk about a mother, when you talk about your children,
you know, and not get so far into their business and let them do it by themselves and not meddle too much. But when their feelings get hurt, you want to go and take care of the whole thing. Just handle it, you know.
and you, All right, y'all. We'll be right back in 2 in 2.
Top tier man, and you know, like what constitutes a top tier man and stuff. Motherfucker dumb as shit, but he was tall. It's like whatever. This dude was like 6'2", 6'3", something like that. What the fuck that mean? First of all, from the woman's perspective, whoever's top tier is whatever they want, whatever that particular woman want. You know. You get a woman, she might not see a guy making money like that as top tier because he working all the time. She might see that man who got a job but going to be around her, can spend some time with her as top tier. Yet another woman, she might see somebody as going to be that good father as top tier. Another woman might see that guy is going to be real intelligent as top tier. You know, another woman going to see that man as the hustler. You know, that hustler, that man going out there getting that money is top tier. Another woman might see that party guy. You know, that party guy bringing that sexual pleasure is top tier. It's going to be different for every one of them from a man's point of view. As a man, all you can do is be the best you can be. The best version. Body game, dress right, have the attraction piece, right? Have a conversation piece, and then be able to knock them out in the bedroom. And really, beyond all that, you need to pay attention to what environment you in. You know, if you have that, some woman going to choose you. If you have an abundance mentality, some women are going to choose you. There's 4 billion women in this world. You only need to be top tier to a few. You can't go out here and just say, I'm top tier, because you don't know. All you can do as a man is just be your best. That's all you can do. Your main relationship is with yourself. All you can do is be the best you can be and see who like it. Because one of the worst things is think you're going to be top tier for everybody. That ain't going to happen. Like that dude on there talking about he's 6'4" and all that. Every woman ain't checking for that, believe it or not. And money-wise, every woman ain't checking for that money like that. Hell, they might shoot. I've met some women, they making 6 figures themselves. They looking for that dude who's gonna be around. They don't need you to make money, they're making enough on their own. And then that woman on there talking about all these personality traits. Okay, how many women are actually gonna search for them? You might have them. Some dude might have them, but if he don't have that good bait, they ain't gonna try to find out. Most ain't gonna try to find out. Very few women gonna say, you know what, let me get to know him. There are some women who gonna say they're gonna get to know him. Most ain't, but there's some, they might be surprised. Or they are in an environment where they can find out. And that's cool. Because also it depends on the environment. Shoot, that's very important. If you top tier, first of all, you don't have like a ranking system out there. You don't. Like I said, each woman is different. You don't have a ranking system. Anybody trying to think there's a ranking system, bullshit. Bullshit. Every woman's going to want different depending on so many factors. Her personal taste, her class level, her religion, you know, how much money she actually making. Everyone going to want something different. So you just be like, all right, that's what I'm going to go with. You worry about being top tier for yourself. You worry about being your best. Your best.
All right, make sure y'all tune in the next Friday, because Saturday there will not be no the Spoken Heart discussion hour. We will be taking a Thanksgiving break, but we will have the special coming on with Mr. Dwight, the perfection of an hourglass. We will have some women in here with the men as well, so we can get both sides of perspectives. So make sure y'all set your notifications and make sure you don't miss out. Get your glass of wine ready because it's going to be sweet. Okay, now let me go to Denise first and tell me, after hearing what he said, because he said a lot of nutritionist thing, and he was doing a spinoff from the first video with a guy and a woman talking. So what is your perspective on that?
Well, I think he, with his wisdom, I don't know how old he is, but he looked like he's up there in age, like in his 50s or something. He spoke a lot of knowledge, and he spoke facts. And not everybody's going to want a top tier man, as they want to put it. As women, we have, each one of us have, how can I put it? Each woman has what they need and want. And not everybody, you may find a woman that wants that type of man with the arrogance and the ignorance and all that stuff. You may want all. I was just saying, but a real woman is not going to care about those things. They're going to want someone who's going to take, because all a real woman wants is a man who's going to love and take care of them. If they love themselves and love the high, my father up there, he's going to love you and he's going to take care of you. Me personally, the man spoke facts on top of that with some women don't want all that money. They just want a simple life. They just want to be comfortable. They want to be safe. They want to be loved. They don't want all that money and stuff. And like he said, some of the women already got the bag. They don't need your bag. They just want you to be you and be comfortable with you. But anytime you keep coming with that nonsense, talking about top tier this and top that, high value this and high value that, you make your life miserable and you make it difficult. You make it difficult. How about just being you and get rid of your security? You got to make money your God. You got to make money your God. You think all women want that? No, it's not. No.
But see,
You got to
what some is
find
not understanding,
it
money, you can have all the money and luxury. And I had to tell this to my dad one time when we was talking. My thing is that you could give a woman all the luxury in the world. You could give her everything she wants.
everything.
But if she's not happy, she's still broke.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
then you have that man that doesn't have that much money, but
Mm-hmm.
she is so happy because of the richness that he puts in her.
Yep.
Said.
I've always said this, Spicy. I'm not a type of person like all that jewelry go because you ain't never seen me run around with chains and whole bunch of earrings and jewelry all over myself because that is not me. I like simple stuff. I love simple things. I don't like all that extra stuff. You ain't got to buy me no $50,000 wedding ring. You can go right down to Walmart. I don't care. As long as it fits my face. Matter of fact, we don't even have to have a wedding ring. We just say we married. I ain't got to have all that junk because it doesn't mean much to me because I can't take it with me.
Exactly. Exactly. And Miss Honey, what was your thoughts on what the young man had said in here?
I agree with him because everybody is
Mhm.
different. Everybody they looking for different things. So, but as far as me, I'm not materialist. I've never have been materialistic. And if I was about something, I worked hard to get it myself. Because ain't nothing like working hard for getting what you want because you're gonna cherish it. All I want from a man is I want understanding, communication, I want passion, I want cuddling time, I want it all. I don't want all the materialistic stuff. I want you to pour into me like I'm gonna pour into you.
Exactly. And Miss Keisha.
Well, I like what he said along the line that, every woman, all of us even on this panel, we set our own tier ranking. He said there is no ranking. I don't even know who said that, but each one of us, we have our own, what we see in a man, what type of caliber man we want, what our tier looks like, because all of them are different. And I like when he said that women, we look for different things. I'd rather take a man that's making regular money because I know that he's going to be able to be home. We're going to go do fun stuff versus someone that works all the time and he's so into his money and his cars and his homeboys, because that will cause a woman to start feeling real different about herself. So
Mm,
I just need a man. We can pull this thing together anyway. So you bring what you got, I bring what I got, and we put it together and build our tiers together anyway.
that part. And Miss
Yes.
Nura.
Yes, I agree with pretty much everything he said. He had some great points. He got to the point. You could tell he was mature and he had some wisdom. For me, I like nice things. Not the type of woman to bother my man with asking for money for anything. But if he hands me money, I'm grateful. I'm taking it. I like nice cars. I like nice clothes, but I've been used to getting those things myself. So right now, the man I'm looking for in my life is either retired or getting ready to retire. So bring something to the table. You don't have to be making six figures, but have a plan.
Exactly. And I love the way y'all put it because the one key word that kept sticking with me, what he said, you be that for yourself.
Yes.
For yourself. You don't
Mhm.
have to prove anything to anybody else, but at least be that for yourself. And I love the way he stated that. Because if you can't be that for yourself, how can you be that for anyone else?
Mhm.
Right.
I mean, just make it make
Agree.
sense.
Yeah, but don't with the hope and the great point that he did say, don't try to make your title everybody else's title.
I like that too because that remind me of the guy because he was referring to the other video. You know, like that guy. He just how we used to say we say you think you God's gift to every woman, or
Mm-hmm.
she thinks she's God's gift to every man,
Yeah.
but you're not.
Nope.
What one woman might think is attractive, another woman might find disgusting.
Yeah. Some women don't like tall men. Some women love short men.
Hmm. And that's
They
true. I
some
mean,
women love
me,
fat
if you,
men.
I'm 5'4", I'm 5'4", and if you, I love them when they like 6'1" and above.
Ooh, mm.
You know, that just like soon as you come out that door, I'm gonna be like,
I
I
like.
just don't want.
I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna front. I
give me
like tall
somebody that
men.
could just take me and just pick me up.
Yes.
I
Yes.
don't want to
Yes.
see another man with shoe elevators. I've been there,
Yeah,
so
shoe elevators.
yeah,
Yeah, I
no
just
more
want a
shoe
man
elevators.
where I can lay my head in his chest, not where I'm on his show. I need to, I just need to just fall deep into his chest. If me and
Yes,
you the same height, bumping heads.
yeah, we're gonna be bumping.
That's
So
all.
I like to be able to feel them strong arms and just, put my,
Yes,
because that makes you feel secure as a woman.
It make you feel special.
Yeah, because
Yes.
like we all have our different, like Keisha said, I don't know where he get that from, but we all have our different preferences that
Yes.
attracts our attention. Whether
Mhm.
it's the man, like he said, your surroundings and where you at. Some like that guy that got that roughness. Some like that guy that's kind of got that sensitive side. You know, my weakness is seeing a man cry. I can't take
I
that.
can't do
You
it.
know,
I
Oh, I
can't
can.
do it.
but I can't take a man that always says yes. Me
No.
personally, if you can't tell me no, that's a turn off for me.
Put me in my place.
Yes, you
Yes.
say, look, girl.
Oh,
Yeah,
We're gonna go on this trip. I want to go on this trip. Nope, you're not going right now. I'm
we need to
going.
save
No, you're
money. We need to do this.
no,
Yeah.
I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear no. It ain't.
not. No, like no, not today.
Yes. And Dwight also chimed in. He said, great show. I agree with the older guy. Yes, yes, we do too.
Hmm.
He made a lot of sense, spinning off from, what the man and the lady was talking about. I don't know, to me, the man, the way he talked, he has a lot of still growing up to do. He
A
really
lot.
don't know what a value of a woman is or what he truly wants. Because by him just being full of himself,
And
he's
disrespectful at the same
not gonna be happy in no relationship at all.
time.
And he's the type that will probably tear that woman down. Like, I'm this, but you ain't this. And just tear. Like, no. And that's the one of the red flags that I would see in that. You know, so when it come down to saying the top tier, man, you know, I don't want the luxuries of the world. I just want to be comfortable in the relationship.
Yeah.
I want someone to go because you gotta look at I just, and I just want to say, let me put myself on a big screen because I know I forgot to do this at the beginning because some of the people on here. I want to say for Thursday, thank everyone for the birthday wishes, the gifts, the the cash apps. I really appreciate it. I felt so loved. Thank y'all so much. But going back to it, when it come down to, somebody like this, it's like you look at him and you be like, okay, you feel you so full of yourself. What do you really think about me? Why did you choose me?
That young man, as you were speaking of, I believe that he does not value women. He doesn't value women. I don't see that.
And I love what Mr. Lee Jones just said because that's on both sides of the track. A good man will motivate his woman, not dictate her happiness. Yes.
Exactly. Let me clap on that one.
Yes. And I mean, you have some men over there. Why is it my job to make her happy? Why can't she be happy within herself? Well, why you got to make her miserable? Why you got to pull her down?
That part.
Well, why would she want to be with you? You can't make her happy.
If you can't make me happy, then what are you making me?
You know what it is?
Miserable.
A lot of times he want to be the only one happy. Forget about how you feeling.
And that guy there make me feel like he's that type. Long as he's happy, that's all that matters. If you get him, you got a prize. Because I am 6-something, and the biggest factor is I'm black.
Oh,
I never heard that.
Yeah, that was the first one for me.
I feel like that's the first strike we got against us. But then you sit up here and say, you got money.
I got money, and I'm 6'4", and I'm black.
But as quick as you got that money, as quick as you can lose it too. So
not only that, that's his money. What that has to do with me?
Exactly.
Yeah. Good for you that you can earn that kind of money. Yeah. I am so proud of you.
Yes. Like what? You want a cookie?
Yeah.
You know what? All the money in the world ain't gonna make nobody. That money ain't gonna make nobody. I said all the money in the world ain't gonna make nobody love you, truly love you.
Nope.
Trust me, I learned the hard way.
I mean, just look at these celebrities. They
break
cheating on each other.
We'll be back in 2
minutes.
We'll see y'all in 2 minutes.
Hey. Yeah, we fancy like Applebee's on a day night. Got that Bourbon Street steak with the Oreo shake. Get some whipped cream on the top two. 2 straws, 1 check, girl, I got you. Boozy like Natty and the styrofoam. Tweaking.
How many kids you have?
Preference. I have 3.
You have
25,
3?
18, and 12.
Okay, how many baby daddies?
2.
2. Okay, so there's no disrespect towards that, right? But I just want you to understand, when it comes to a man of top tier, right? We give you a few from one man. That's it. If you have multiple from a different man, that disqualifies yourself.
So it disqualifies a top tier woman from getting a top
That's
tier
exactly
man
right. Why?
if
Because
she
there's
has
billions of women on this planet.
All right. Don't forget, next Friday with Mr. Dwight, the host, he will be coming on with Grown Men Talking Incorporated with the perfection of an hourglass. But trust, there's going to be 2 sides of that track that's going to be told in opinion-wise. So the ladies will be in. He will be choosing, I think it's 4 ladies to come on with the 4 men so that they could go from woman versus the men on the perspectives of the perfection of an hourglass. So make sure you don't miss it. When I see that video,
that video.
That was funny.
How they say, my Jesus, my Jesus.
My Jesus help him.
I would have made him eat that microphone.
He would have ate more than that.
I don't even practice violence.
But now you bringing my kids in it. But let's go. Boy, we're going to go to Nura first. What after seeing this guy here, say that you're in that lineup and he looks at you and you tell him how many kids you got and he speaks those words to you, what is your response?
I bust my balloon.
I think mine would have been busted as soon as he talked.
Yeah, he wasn't the one, man. He wasn't the one.
Because when he stepped up with his mouth closed, he looked kind of, decent, But then when he opened his mouth, he made my nerves. I could just feel my nerves crawling. Like, are you serious? But go ahead.
I'm sorry. A lot of these guys, they have the information. They have it right. Like, there are a lot of women compared to men.
Yep.
But you're not qualified to say a lot because you're not ready yet. So let your daddy talk and you go sit down.
I like that one. She ate that.
Yes. Yes.
Keisha.
Ooh, that young child had my nerves on Brits. I just wanted to look at him and wanted to know who made him the spokesman for the top tier people with money. Because you have men out here with just as many kids doing the same thing. Um, and they want to be picked. So we're gonna leave him at the top lonely because he probably got about 3 or 4 kids, about 2 or 3, 4 different women, and probably some on the way. He's I bust my balloon on him too.
Yeah, 6 figures don't matter if you got 4 kids.
Yes, it's like when you touch the kid subject,
By
that's
4
like,
mamas.
yes.
Yeah.
And we're gonna speak on that too.
Don't-
We're gonna speak on that because we get a lot of that to where we, some of these men when they talk like that, they make women feel like they're not they are just like how you say they cancel from having dating. They cancel from anything in a man's life. They cancel from being in a relationship. And I don't like that. So let's go from, because I've seen her shaking her head really hard. She was like, Miss Honey, when you heard him talk and he told that lady that after she expressed how many kids she had and how many baby daddy, what went through your head?
These guys have more kids than us. What the? Yeah, they go into everything that's open legs. Listen, let me calm down, y'all. Nerve. He had the nerve. He probably got 5 kids himself. Go on with your games. Go on with your games. That's all I'm gonna say, y'all. Because I right now, woo.
Pull his shirt off.
Miss Denise.
It was a dogdacity for me.
Right.
It's a dogdacity for me because, first of all, these men think too highly of themselves. A lot of them be thinking, what? They way up here. They should be way down here. Because it's ridiculous of the nonsense they speak, the spoiled rotten milk that spills out their Similac mouths. I mean, wow.
Right. Yeah, that part.
It's ridiculous.
Right.
Top tier. Stop with this Sanders, whatever that man name is stuff. Get that out of your mouth. You are not. Yeah, that crap, because that's where they're getting it from. And first of all, I'm sick of this high value this, top tier that. Man, ain't now one of y'all top tier. Ain't now one of y'all top tier. You are the same person that wakes up in the morning to half of y'all don't wash your butt cheeks and you sit on the toilet and pee like any other man. And I'm sorry, none of you men are all that. And I'm not saying it because I'm a woman, because some women ain't all that either. So, but what I'm saying is stop thinking too highly of yourself before the Lord knocks you off your little high school pedestal. Because it is ridiculous on how y'all thinking. Y'all think they don't think with no kind of substance. What are you giving to the table? So all you got to offer me is a dollar bill, some old raggedy ass Gucci bag. You wasting your money on this nonsense stuff. Some trip to the Bahamas or whatever you want to go. I don't give a damn about that stuff. I want some substance. I want someone who got something in here. I don't want that nonsense. Top tier. Take that top tier and shut up, you little men.
Boy, somebody got triggered.
I'm done with these people.
Well, he got a mouthful from Denise. Yeah, because when I first seen it, I was like, for one, I didn't like it because to me, they got these women lined up. I know it's a show or whatever they want to call it, like setting people up. But at the same time, when you're looking at these women, and they do it for men too, it's like, it's like an auction without a price. Like you could go down the line and critique who I am without knowing who I am.
It looks like a slave trade station.
Yeah, and it's like, me personally, it's like it disgusts me because I hear this a lot from not all men, but there's very few men that I've heard that, oh, she got kids, I can't do her. But yet still you got kids.
Got about
But you
five.
tell me in this day and time, in this century, what woman you gonna find that don't have kids, whether she adopted them or she birthed them? There is not going to be a woman
She's
you're not
still
going
in
to
high
find
school.
without kids. So
They
It's
want
the
the
one
ones
still
straight
in
out of
high
high
school.
school.
It's very low number.
Oh, there we got a phone call.
grown women are views and vibes. Okay, I guess they changed their mind. They probably heard Denise and said, never mind.
All right.
But I digress.
Yes, but I mean, that go for any man or any woman because we have
Yes.
seen women to where they feel it themselves. They feel like they got to have a certain man, he got to have a certain dollar, look a certain way, be able to. And this is a saying that I don't like. I got to be kept.
I'm a boss.
I don't need to be kept. I need to be loved.
I don't want to be kept either. Love me.
Respected.
Because
I
to
can keep
keep me,
myself.
meaning that you probably provide the materialistic things, but you can't provide me you in order to make me happy. That's why some people don't say, well, why you don't like that muscles guy? I really don't go for the muscle guys because me personally, I look at as amount of work he does on his body to look that good. Where is our time going to be?
Girl, some of them got that natural. That just be all popping and everything. It's just that.
But the thing is, also sometimes you got to look at it like this. If you choose this man, that's the whole problem with a lot of these people out here in this world, and I mean a lot. You pick that person the way they were before they got with you. You saw them with the muscles. You saw her with the red bottoms. You saw him with the Ferrari. You saw him with the large bank account. You saw that he went on a lot of trips. You saw that she went on a lot of trips. Don't go into those relationships knowing that these people are busy people and they may not have your time.
And
have time.
Say that.
That's right.
Woman, or they get in shape for another man.
And see, that's the thing. You want the lavish things out of a woman. You want the lavish things out of a man. But then when you get into that relationship and you see it's not exactly what you need, and then you want to complain. Well, you know what you were stepping in before you stepped in it.
That's right. Let me give you an example. I know this came off the last show. Where you see, like I think Mr. Brennan said that you met that woman with weave, you met that woman with makeup, you saw her with those clothes. Why are you gonna try to change it once you got her?
Yeah, you should have went with the woman that had the all natural hell.
Yeah, the all natural, no makeup, and all the regular clothes, none of that extra stuff. And you shouldn't be trying to change no one because you with them.
Exactly. I agree.
No, Lord.
But you gotta remember,
you have some that feel like, oh, I can mold.
I'm not hearing Keisha. Keisha trying to say something, but it's not coming out.
You there, Keisha?
No, I said that there's a lot of thirsty females out here that, that will go for that lifestyle. They just want the money, the fame, the status. That could be who he's talking about. But all us real women out here that bring our own money, bring our self-confidence, we the ones that they don't want because we probably too much for them anyway. Because they hide behind their money and their status. And on the other side of that, there's some scared boys.
But you're not controlling.
I said it.
Yeah.
No.
And see, you gotta look at some of these that think they so high up there. They go for the ones that they can control. The ones that won't argue back.
Right.
Because they want to they want to continue to keep themselves feeling like they are that person. Then, like I said, like the man said, you can be that person for yourself.
Yeah.
Be that person for yourself, but don't put that on nobody else.
I just watched this other thing, the show, I mean, not a show, but this, I think it was on either YouTube or something I was watching. It just happened to pop up on my feed where the lady got with this gentleman and he made a lot of money and she was making a lot of money. He told her that he didn't need to work. She didn't need to work. That he would take care of all her needs and everything. And he did just that. She quit. She stayed home, took care of the house, make sure he had food, make sure the house, make sure he was kept. After a while, it changed. Now she ain't got no job. All she got is a car. And he changed on her. Now he's complaining about her not paying no bills around here. You had no business telling me nothing. He started coming home late and everything, coming like 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning, whenever he felt like it. Then then one day he packed up all her stuff and threw her out in the middle of the winter in the rain.
Wow.
Because he wanted a top tier woman that has a career.
Yeah, but you know what? You have to be careful with some as well. And I'm not just talking about men, because I was in a situation and I didn't want to accept it, but it's like it made me think about it. You know, when you have somebody that's so arrogant and so full of themselves, and they made a point. Sometimes when you are just there and you're not happy, and this person feel like they're such a top tier, you're just there because he got his options open until that one that he consider a top tier steps in. But a lot of times when they consider that person to be a top tier, that grass end up turning brown.
Brown, burnt, crunchy as hell.
And then it took for you to go through with the brown grass that appeared to be green for you to realize what was over there is what you needed and what really made you happy.
And here's the funny thing: they tend to want to go back to the one that was felt good, to the one that drained them dry.
But it's too late. Some might take them back, but I have the saying, I don't go backwards, I go forward. Because he's not an ex, he's an example that what me not to do again.
It's called a lesson learned.
Exactly. So this has been very good. I mean, I didn't expect all this, but y'all did a fabulous job. So, I'm gonna allow each one of y'all to give something nutritious for somebody out there that, is listening on that feel like, okay, I want me a top tier person because I'm a top tier man or woman. Nura.
Well, I say try to be your best self. Work on you, be your best self, make yourself lovable and presentable. I'm talking about character traits. People are so stuck on outward appearances and money and cars and all that stuff is nice to play with, but when it all boils down to the last day of your life, you're looking for the people who you love and who love you back. And you got to treat people right, period. So top tier is treating people right, period.
Yes.
And Miss Keisha.
I'm gonna say love yourself. You are your best cheerleader. You gotta lift yourself up. You gotta elevate yourself, because sometimes you just feel like you don't have nobody in your corner. Just know what you bring. Everybody is not for you, and you are not for everybody. So don't try to make yourself be for everybody. Be for that person that is for you, on low tier, high tier, medium tier, wherever it is. As long as you're happy with that person, you got it.
Amen.
Love yourself.
Miss Honey.
I say be you, but make sure being you is not conflicted being a genuine 100. That means treat people as you want them to treat. Love and support, motivate, encourage, and be there. You know what I'm saying? If that other person can do the same as you, You don't need your life. Know who you are, know your worth, and love yourself.
That's right.
Oh, hi.
Miss Denise.
Well,
Don't hurt
I'm
nobody.
gonna be nice. I say get rid of these titles. Get rid of the stupid titles. Know that there's no one on this planet that is perfect. There was only one, and it was none of us. And a top tier so called person or high value person, throw that crap in the garbage where it belongs. It needs to not come out of people's mouths anymore, ever. Because the only perfect person out there is for you is the person that's equally yoked to you. So coming from where I'm coming, if you don't believe, like I said at the beginning, if you don't believe in the Father, our God, Lord Jesus Christ, you will never have a good relationship. It's always going to crumble. It's going to be some rotten eggs and stanky rotten meat going on around there. You're going to run across these so-called top tier people, and you're going to run into a whole lot of top tier problems. So I would say, like the others say, love yourself, love God first, and everything else should follow into place. Forget about the money for the glitz.
Thank you. Everything that the lady said, I agree with. But my nutrition is going to be this. Before you can consider yourself a top tier, you got to look at the reflection. When I say the reflection is when you look at somebody else and then you making them happy and they got that glow, that's your reflection. Meaning that you're top tier when you make somebody else happy, feel loved, protected, and you understand. But when it's all about you, baby, let me tell you, you're not top tier. Grown women of views and vibes. We'll see you next month. Thank y'all for tuning in. Much love. See you on Friday.
Bye.